Hello, Paul here from Trekitt with Harry as normal behind the camera doing all the clever stuff. And we are here today in the Hereford shop, as you can see. We were planning to go outside up into the mountains today. Lockdown restrictions have been eased. We're allowed to travel around a little bit more, but the weather has defeated us and it is raining. So we're here today to talk to you about the rather lovely Sigma SL Anorak. Now, before I carry on, I will confess that I really don't like the word anorak. It brings for me memories of sweaty neoprene cagoule type things that I used to run around the North York moors in when I was in the Scouts, and they were horrible things. They kept you dry from the outside, but you ended up soaking on the inside. So it's one of those words that I don't really like, but I don't have much choice here because that's what Arc'teryx have called it. And they've called it an anorak. I don't know why, but they've called it an anorak because it goes over the head. Why they didn't call it a pullover, I don't know. But anyway, they've called it an anorak. I think that's enough use of the word anorak.
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Anorak. So, the Sigma SL Anorak. Here we go again, lots of anoraks. What is it? Well, it's part of the Sigma family, and the Sigma family is all about kind of lightweight, breathable, stretchy, soft shell for versatile use in the mountains. And the suffix SL denotes that it's super light. So it's made from a lightweight, stretchy, air permeable, weather resistant soft shell, and it is a joy to wear. It's really comfy. It's a lovely thing. You could use this for a bit of trail running, you use it for hiking, mountaineering, climbing, I don't know, a bit of cycling, mountain biking, whatever. It's just one of those hugely versatile pieces of kit that you will just enjoy wearing. That's it, the lovely Arc'teryx Sigma SL Anorak. Okay, so before I start prattling on about all the techie stuff, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and if you hit the little bell icon, you'll get notifications as soon as we post any new videos. So what's it made from? What fabric have Arc'teryx used? They've used something that they called Aequora, A-E-Q-U-A-R, something like that. Anyway, Aequora Air Perm. Basically, it's a nylon soft shell fabric with a little bit of elastane in there to give it some stretch and some movement. But basically, it's tough, it's durable, it's lightweight, it's breathable and weather resistant. So a really great fabric, the kind of normal fabric you would find in a high performance, lightweight soft shell. So features on the Sigma SL. I'm not going to say the word Anorak. Oh, said it. So the features on the Sigma SL are fairly minimal, to be honest, to keep the weight down, keep the pack size down as much as possible, so you get kind of stuff that you need and there's no frivolous bells and whistles that you don't. The main feature really is the cut and the design of the Sigma SL. As usual with Arc'teryx, the cut and the design is absolutely beautiful. It's beautifully finished, and it's cut to aid maximum kind of freedom of movement. You get articulated sleeves, you get plenty of movement around the shoulders and around the chest without the whole thing being too big and baggy. And because you've got that elastane in there as well, it just moves with you. It feels great. But starting up at the top, you get a fully helmet compatible hood with a stiffened visor and a draw cord volume reducer on there as well. So if you just pop it up over your head or over a cap or a beanie, it's not too big and baggy. Up on the hood on the top as well, just to make sure that that's all sealed in nicely. You've got the adjuster on the back, pulls the volume out of the hood. I can't do it up because there's a microphone there, but you can see that there's a draw cord on the side here with the cord lock trapped away inside, cohesive lock they call that. Little draw cord there, just pulls the side in, snugs it in nice and tight around your face. If you don't want to use the hood at all, you can roll it down. There's a neat little hook and loop system to secure it down into a collar, just to stop it flapping around in very windy conditions. And then as you move down, when you've got the zip done up, it creates a really nice high collar, so you can get lots of protection around your lower face. And then we've got this sort of zip which comes down to kind of sternum level. Undo that, gives you plenty of ventilation. but obviously because it's a pullover, that zip doesn't go all the way down, so you get lots of kind of comfort. You don't get that stiffened zip feeling down over the flat area of your stomach. Just makes it much more comfortable to wear for longer periods of time. You get a neat little storage pocket. It's the only storage option on the Sigma SL Anorak. So it's a zipped chest pocket, fully lined with a durable same fabric, just to make sure it can cope with putting a phone in or some keys or something like that. Moving down onto the sleeves, they're finished off beautifully, a really nice and neat hem down the bottom of the sleeve, and then you get this section of stretchy lightweight fabric, which means it's really easy to pull the sleeves up and they stay there, again helping with ventilation. It doesn't feel too tight, but there's plenty of stretch there to get that up over your forearm. And then moving down to the bottom of the Sigma SL, you've got a draw cord, so you can pull that up nice and snug, again stop the drafts coming up. And then you've got on the sides here, over your hips, you've got Arc'teryx's hemlock system. So tucked away in the hem here are two little foamy sections, like little noodles, if you like. They're like kind of elongated quavers that are built into the hem, which means when you've got when you've got a climbing harness on, you've got the harness on here, if you're reaching up, the little hemlock system just stops that from riding up. It gets caught below your harness. The fabric will stretch because it's got loads of stretch, but the hem won't ride up because it's locked underneath the harness waist belt, hence the name hemlock. Now if you're not a climber or you just don't want to use that, there is a little hole in the hem, so you can take them out and lose them. So if you don't want them there, you can take them out and get rid of them. But they are really useful if you are a climber. It does work really, really well. I've got an older Arc'teryx piece with the same technology in. I use that underneath my climbing harness and it works superbly. Really clever bit of innovation. But like I said, it can be removed if you don't want them. Another feature just to help with movement, particularly when you're climbing and reaching up, is the gusseted underarm. So they pieced the fabric in here really nicely to allow lots of stretch and movement. You know, climbing, reaching up, you're not going to feel restricted. Okay, so how does the Sigma SL Anorak fit? Well, for those who are familiar with our videos, you will probably know that I am 6'3". I've got a 42-inch chest and a 34-inch waist. And normally, for this kind of item, I would wear a size large. But rather surprisingly, this is a size medium. I'm chuffed. I haven't worn a medium since I was quite a bit younger. But yeah, the medium. I did try the large on, and to be honest, it was okay. It was a bit baggy. There was a lot of room here in the chest, so I felt that the medium was a better fit for me. It's a close fit. It's a trim fitting garment. It's designed to be worn close over lighter weight garments, maybe like a base layer, or even just kind of like a lightweight fleece or a light insulating mid layer. And to be honest, again, with my dimensions, with this medium, I have got room under here for another lightweight layer. The arms are just about long enough for me, but I do have exceptionally long arms, but it doesn't feel restrictive given that it is a size smaller than I would normally wear, because the fabric is so stretchy. It's really comfortable to wear. It's long enough in the body. I could get this underneath a climbing harness, no problem, or underneath a rucksack hip belt. And it feels great. And I do prefer the medium to the large in fit. The large just felt a bit baggy. It kind of felt like I had my dad's jacket on, you know, that kind of feeling. Didn't feel trim, neat, athletic, purposeful. So it's worth considering a slightly smaller size than you would normally wear, because of the fit and the comfort and the stretch that you get with this lovely Sigma SL Anorak. So where does the Sigma SL fit in the layering system? Well, it's an incredibly versatile piece. It's primarily designed to be worn on the outside, so over a base layer, over a light fleece, or a light insulating layer to give you that protection from the elements. It's got that wind resistance, that weather resistance, that incredible breathability. So when you're moving fast and you're trying to keep the weight down, this is kind of the perfect thing to pop on over the top of your layers, just to give you that little bit of protection from the elements. Having said that, It does work really well as a mid layer under a gore shell. You know, I'm not a massive fan of just wearing a t-shirt under a shell. I don't know, it just doesn't feel right to me. So if you're not looking for a huge amount of insulation, but you just want an extra layer just to give you a bit of comfort and just to separate you a little bit from your hard shell, this is kind of the perfect thing. It's hugely versatile. It's the kind of thing that you're just going to use again and again in a massive wide variety of situations and conditions. So primarily on the outside, but works perfectly on the inside because it is so breathable. So that's the rather lovely Arc'teryx Sigma SL Anorak, despite its slightly ugly name. It's a beautiful thing. I've really enjoyed wearing this today. It's the first time I've put one on, and to be perfectly frank with you, I'm going to buy one. It's a fabulous thing. It's the kind of bit of kit that I really, really like. It's just massively versatile. It's a joy to wear, and it's just the sort of thing that you're going to want to put on and get out in the mountains and do some stuff in. You've got that weather resistance, wind resistance, water repellency, massive breathability, stretch, comfort, patterning. Honestly, it's just a lovely thing, and well worth the investment because you will just get so much use out of it. It's a fabulous piece of kit. Harry will put a link up on the screen here if you want to go through and have a look at the other items in the Sigma family that we've got from Arc'teryx. And as usual, please enter your comments or questions in the section below. It's always a pleasure to hear from you, and I like to respond personally. So yeah, we can have a little chat, stick some comments in, tell me what you think about the Sigma SL Anorak. Thanks very much for watching. See you again soon. Toodaloo.